Hey, what is going on YouTube? This is Robert, and today I am bringing you to this week's drop list, which is going to be week 4 of the spring-summer season, which is going to introduce at last the Nike collaboration. Now, although it's not really what a lot of people were expecting, I'm partially on that list, I will be honest. There are a couple of pieces that are just nice or more so clean overall, and will most probably resell in the end because that's the part that people are most interested in. When it does come to these collaborations, it's almost like the long term now. What can you get to hold on to? So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump straight into this. But at the top of the list for this week, we do not have those pieces kicking us off. Instead, we've got the Knoll denim Barcelona chair and the Ottoman to go alongside. Retail is meant to be like 16,000, so yeah, just keep that in mind. It's expensive, so I don't know how many they would have produced either. I don't feel like a ton, because when it comes to a lot of pieces like this, it's typically very limited. Alongside that, we have a more affordable piece, should I put it in comparison, which is going to be the Eagle Creek Packet compression bags. Very simple and easy. If you're going somewhere, or even if you're just packing things away for the future, you could. I know a lot of people who do that, who just, compress. They just put things down, that's it, throw them in a drawer, done. I've got something like that actually, which might be ruined by this point because I believe it's been in a airtight bag for about 5 or 6 years. So yeah, although it's cool, I don't think it has a low retail, which is kind of unfortunate because it's such a simple piece. Speaking of simple, we have the first couple of pieces from the Nike collaboration. Now, although I believe that personally 3 of the pieces overall I do like, I think that they are extremely simple because there isn't really a lot of Supreme going on with it, to be honest. If it didn't have the world famous, or on a couple of pieces the Supreme on the hood, you would just think it's a basic piece that someone's picked up online. Maybe the inner tag says differently, but you're not going to be pulling that out every time you're going to go, look, it is a collaboration. No. So we've got the zip-up hoodie and the track jacket to start off. I prefer the zip-up over the track jacket. I'm not a massive track jacket fan, or in this case fan of it. Yeah, I think the grey in the hoodie is probably the piece that I like the most out of the colourways. Moving on from there, we have the affiliated long sleeve football top alongside the leather Varsity jacket. The Varsity jacket in this white sort of crocodile is what I'm a massive fan of. This is going to be the second piece in the end. Yeah, I think this looks really nice. I really do, honestly. And yeah, obviously the only Supreme you have, as you can see, is at the tip top. It's not very legible in the end, but then again, neither is the swoosh, so who cares in the end? I just think that it just looks nice. For the affiliated piece, I believe it is between the front sort of light blue or washed blue, the white or the black colorway. The other 2 colorways are perfectly fine, but those are the 3 that I like. We then have a loose gorge striped small box sweater alongside the striped rugby, which is going to be my next piece that I do like. Rugbies are a bit of a random piece from Supreme. I say random because we don't really get them all that often. If you search Supreme Rugby, you're not going to find a whole lot of them that they've released in general across the board of their history. It's very sporadic when they do decide to drop them, and because of that they do have a decent following and quite a niche sort of audience who want to go for them. The only thing is, don't be sort of deceived by prices that people have things up for. Look into it a bit more than that, because I saw so many people posting saying oh, they go for so much, and I opened 6 of them up. They're basically still near retail. It's just that the asks are in the heavens, and only specific sizes have sold for really good prices. So yeah, for the small box sweater, I think it's okay. I don't think there's anything wrong. I'd probably say that I'd be the black or the navy are going to be the big 2 colorways that I'm a fan of. I like this. That's okay. Probably better for this time of year, but I think black or navy I'm just a bit of a fan of. The same would probably apply for the rugby. I think that the black or the purple colorway would be the most popular. And yeah, we then have 2 pants, being a sweat pant and a track pant. Same thing, I'm just going to say grey colorway, grey or black, but grey colorway is just going to be my favourite in the end. It just is. Yeah, so nothing I can really say for it. I do know that a lot of people wanted fleece tech, but it happens at the end of the day. I'm sure people have been asking for that for so long at this point in time, but I just don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. For the next 2 pieces, we have the Vaquero. doesn't sound right. Mesh back 5 panel. I think this might do okay after the fact, I'm not gonna lie. Any colourway, I'd probably be more towards the side of like the green or the black, but the white colourway could still be one of those that people like. We then have the woven stripe hooded jacket. Either colourway in this I think is okay. It's got a large Supreme spell out, which a lot of people go for nowadays. I'd probably say the pink might be the more popular tone though, just with the seasons that are coming up. We're then on to the last couple of pieces to kick things off. We've got the leather shoulder bag. Yeah, I just don't think this lived up to what people were hoping for in terms of a bag. Next to that we have the New World Order hoodie. I think this one's fine. Black colourway is probably my favourite. We then have the Nike running hat. I've seen an expectation for the retail on this and I'm kind of disappointed, I'm not going to lie, because it's very plain and simple. I mean, I have a few running hats and they're nice and easy to have, they're useful, but for the retail to be the same price as what most 5 panels, 6 panels, camp caps, you know, sell for, I think is kind of ridiculous. Because if you can release something that's like the thinner balaclavas, you know, and you lower the retails on those for obvious reasons, would you not do the same? To match the hoodie, we then have the New World Order beanie. It's okay. And to cap off the week, we have the Wings logo 6 panel, which I thought you would have dropped last week to match the hoodie, but you know. And then we have the sweater vest, which, to be honest, this just looks like any standard like golf vest that you can get from them. I've seen so many that are like this. Typically the logo's on the front as well. So yeah, I can see why this is the last item for the week. I also don't think this is that bad in this colorway right here, like this brown tan, but yeah. Anyway, that's going to cover the drop list for this week. If you'd like to, let me know down below what your thoughts and opinions are, what you like, what you dislike, what you're going to be going for, whether or not you're going to be going in-store or not, or whether or not you hit a pair of the Unions today on the Sneakers app. For me personally, it's still a bit hit and miss for this. I really did just want like the black colourway and the running hat, and I'm not really looking to pay like £50 on it. Like, I picked up an Adidas or Adidas one for like 16 or 17. I know it's not a collaboration, but there's nothing really supreme going on about this except for right at the end of the brim. So if you'd like to, you can click a previous video that will pop up there. But yeah, also apologies for the lackluster, you know, like emotion. Yesterday was 2 years since my granddad passed. So yeah, anyway. But anyway, that's going to cover it. So I do hope that you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you all next time. Peace.